Hey, GB here, Grooved Online Podcast. Today, Mr. Ivan Hampden Jr., not only an accomplished drummer and percussionist, producer, songwriter, 17 years with Luther Vandross, nominated, recognized 4 times by the Grammy Awards people as a musician, arranger, programmer, on a number of Luther's platinum recordings. It was recorded with Ashford Simpson, Roberta Flack, Phil Perry, Vanessa Williams, Jennifer Lopez. So sit back, enjoy this first episode with the great Ivan Hampden Jr. You know why? 'Cause groove don't lie. Looking at your bio, the kickstart was, the Jazzmobile and the great drummer,
Oh man.
Mr. Charlie Persett.
Oh man. He was amazing, man. He was amazing. He used to show up with scores for a drum set, and we would bring a trap case, take the snare out, put the bass drum against the trap case to play it. He'd have a whole bunch of us in there, man. It was crazy. Yeah. Poogie used to show up. There's so many drummers that were there, man. And next door, oh man, what's his name? Oh, can't think of his name. I'll think of it. But yeah,
So
next
good.
door. Yeah. Next door, it was off the chain, man. So we would run from my class with Charlie and go to the next door and check them out, So it was amazing.
Well, that is, I would say that to be in a situation like that where you're doing your lessons with other people,
Mm-hmm.
and then once that session was over, you go and checking some other people out.
Yeah.
So it's like you were in this groove grind. It's like you in it.
Yeah, man. It was amazing. Unbelievable.
Were there times like after one of these days that you were sitting at the dinner table, something like that, and it's like these rhythms are going through your head, and maybe you just start kind of like, something will come up and you just start tapping on the table,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah, man. At the table, I used to sit on the edge of the couch and play, and my mother was pissed, man. I messed her couch up. She bought a drum set. She finally got a set.
Yeah, but on the other hand, obviously they were behind what you were doing,
Oh yeah.
which is that is a true blessing.
Oh yeah, man. No, she saw I was serious, you know.
And that's
Yeah.
I think with your parents and my parents, they had a, yeah, we were showing that we had this drive,
Mm-hmm.
but then when they see that we're actually following through and
Yeah.
you didn't really have to push.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're making time, and you're
Yeah.
not even thinking of, you know, if someone's paying for lessons, or just the fact that you've got the discipline.
Yeah. No, I was strung out, man. I was strung out. It was ridiculous.
So what like how long were you with Charlie Persep?
Hmm?
How
Okay.
long? For
Oh,
like a year or two or
probably a
longer,
year.
or were
Uh,
you like with him and then anytime come back and
um, Jazzmobile was interesting. So it happened on the weekends, and I think probably a year and a half, maybe.
Mhm.
You know.
Were there from the Jazzmobile?
Mm.
Were there other musicians who were attending the Jazzmobile
Oh yeah, yeah.
that you eventually were playing gigs with, or just some jamming with these with these members from the Jazzmobile.
Yeah, no. Maybe later. So the Jazzmobile was made up of all these heavy jazz cats, man. Percept, um, Ray Brown, a whole bunch of heavy dudes, man. Yeah, it was ridiculous. So after they would play, um, in the main stage, it was at a school. So after we did lessons, we'd go listen to them play, and man, it was ridiculous. I can't even remember all the people. It was
But I mean,
insane.
what a environment to learn in. It's I'm speaking for myself. It's one thing where you're getting lesson,
Uh huh. Yeah, yeah,
but it's another thing to then see your teacher along with other teachers
yeah.
and seeing what I call the conversation.
Oh yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, man. The conversation was amazing. Wow, crazy.
And that's very much a part of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
That in being on stage and you know whoever the leader is of the band or what's being shown to you, and it's your interpretation of that.
Yeah, yeah,
And then with the other band members, and then you're having this conversation.
yeah, yeah, man. It was amazing.
Speaking of which, I gotta ask you this, and this came up uh, something that I saw from Poogie Bell.
Hmm.
So I saw this his little post on social media,
Hmm.
and he talked about initially he set the scene of with management of an artist,
Hmm.
and in this case he used the example of Mary K. Blige.
Hmm.
So he later, after that introduction, he was talking about the drummers. In this case, a drummer who was going to get, trying to get that gig. Now, what he was, so that's the that's the background. So then what he goes on to say is many of the drummers of today, they're all playing so much stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that. Yeah, that's
you saw that.
yeah, yeah. Crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, these kids are wilding, man.
And he brought up that point. He's like, yeah, but they all sound alike.
Hmm. Yeah.
Kind of like what the singers are.
Hmm.
We came up during a time where many of the singers, everybody's trying to develop their own style.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, and
And you could distinguish.
yeah, and you had to go out and listen to people. You couldn't just, it wasn't the social media. All these guys listening to all the same stuff. Yeah, we had to go out, see somebody, and you know, one thing that Charlie Percept used to say: go out and listen to drummers. Don't just listen to the good stuff. Listen to the bad stuff. Make sure you don't do that. So when you hear something that's weird, don't repeat that. He was like, yeah. Charlie was great, man.
Well, that was, yeah, he was kind of like with his name, very perceptive.
Yeah.
You know, so, again, with these drummers, I mean, the hop chop shop, or chopzillas, sometimes I call them and stuff, and yeah, they all sound alike, and it's it was great how Pooji talked about that, about, well, if everybody's sounding the same, then, and I'm the manager, so then it's my thing. It's like, okay, well, who can I get to do it for less? Because they all sound alike.
Yeah.
Whereas when we were growing up, yeah, we were listening to cats. Guys who were coming around, you go and check them out and stuff like that. And it's like, if you were fortunate enough, to even get up on the side of the stage and see what they were doing or whatever, and it's like, I mean, you're taking these notes.
Yeah.
So, I guess what I'm getting at is, I feel that with the drummers, they're playing so much stuff, and we're in the communications business and having conversations.
Yeah.
Do you talk that fast? Or some of these drummers, they're doing so much stuff. Do they talk that fast?
You're funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's like, how can you have a conversation? You not,
Yeah.
you know.
There's there's other musicians. There's a whole conversation. Answer, call, response, all the basics, man.
All response.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, I will try not to get into what it seems that they know and what it seems that they don't know. But it's very apparent, and particularly with the grooves that you've played for decades.
Oh yeah, you too,
space,
man. Come on.
space is your friend.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
man.
it's like taking a breath.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to let somebody else talk. You can't talk over somebody. These kids, they try to fill every gap, man. It's like there's a whole lot of music. When I teach, I tell students silence is the most powerful part of music. So they say, what you talking about? So I said, play a bunch of stuff, stop. The whole audience is going to stop and react. Right? Bat. They go, oh shit, what happened?
Deep breath.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then come back in, and that's the magic.
Yeah.
It's like silence is like the other band member.
Yeah.
I can't imagine if you were playing a lot, and then I'm thinking about you and and Byron Miller.
Oh yeah, yeah. B. Miller, dude.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey. As a matter of fact, I'm hopeful that maybe at a later date that I could get Byron on here and maybe Doc Powell and
Oh
you.
yeah, man. Yeah,
And
yeah.
because I
Bring
know
them on.
y'all got stories to tell.
Oh man. Yeah. Some I don't want to tell till I die.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So you went from with the Jazzmobile and Charlie Percept, and then you started doing something like because Charlie set you up and brought those charts. Then you went in a bit of the classical
Oh yeah, yeah,
background. I mean, just to
yeah.
have that, to have that background. I mean that foundation.
Oh man, that was amazing, man. So I think that experience really set me up for Luther. It was so orchestral. So that was through. I went to Bronx Community College.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 77. Um, it was awesome, man. So they had a program with the Met, and they sent the drummers down there. So I went down there. Do you know Rudy Bird?
I know the name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rudy, he's working with Kenny Garrett now. So I met him back then. He took me to the Dance Theatre of Harlem. He was an apprentice. So he said, "Hey man, they paying, you know, just come down and play some dance class." So I went down and they hooked me up. So then eventually they started incorporating us in the orchestra while they performed. So I got to use, some of that classical stuff right away, you know? Yeah,
Skills,
yeah, yeah.
skills that have stayed with you since then.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Don't go away. It's major.
Almost like riding a bike. It's like you may not ride a bike for a while, but when you get on that, oh, I know how this goes.
Yeah, can't forget.
You can't forget.
Yeah.
So Charlie Percept, um, Bronx Dance Theatre Harlem. It's setting you up. And I'll say it from a spiritual sense. It's like the ancestors are working it.
Yeah, yeah, man. It was amazing.
You
And
know.
then right after that, Eartha Kitt, while I was still there. Yeah, Eartha Kitt, man. She was amazing.
Now, Eartha, can you speak about what type of band leader or some maybe some phrases that stuck with you of just how she wanted things done?
Oh, what are you talking about, Eartha?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Eartha was beautiful, man. She was like an aunt. Um, she was happy to have us. She took care of us. Um, she would make us dance with her after the gig. Oh yeah, man. That old lady was banging, man. I put my hand around her. I said, "Oh my God! Oh God! Oh Lord!" She was banging, man. Oh man.
So you were dancing with her.
Hmm.
That's groove too.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, she was great, man.
So after Eartha, when did Miss Roberta Flack. When did that happen? Soon afterwards?
No. After Eartha was Ashford and Simpson.
More groove.
Yeah. 85. No, 84. So I got a call. Actually, I was doing sessions. Paul, not Paul Reiser. Man, my brain is fried.
That's all good, but Paul Reiser, just in case people don't know, that was Ricky Lawson's uncle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Paul Reiser's the band. Paul Griffin.
Cool. Okay.
Do you know who that is?
I've heard the name. Yes.
Yeah. So Paul hooked me up with some jingles back 83, 84. And I used to go by his office. And he was in the building with Ralph McDonald and Bill Salter. All those guys really looked out for me. So Paul gets me on this session. I think it was like Mercedes-Benz, maybe. Raitt is on the session. He's one of the arrangers. So I do the session, and Ray and I knew somebody from, like the high school age. So, he was like, yeah, man, you sound great, man. It's about 3 weeks later, I get a call from Ashford and Simpson's office, and they was like, hey, you available for a rehearsal? I said, yeah, come on. Yeah, so I did the rehearsal, and the gig was right after. It was Solid as a Rock. It had just come out. Yeah. It was great, man. So we had Frankie Centeno, bass player, Raitt. The whole band was great, man. Sammy Figueroa.
Oh man.
Yeah, all the cats, man.
So all these cats, and it's being in the right place at the right time, but it's you're being guided. Doors are opening.
Yeah. Yes.
And whether or not you're thinking of how the doors are opening, but they're opening, and you're ready.
Yeah.
You've been prepared. You've been prepped.
Yeah. So Yogi Horton, that was his gig, and he was doing both. Him and Tinker were doing Luther and Ashford and Simpson. They were like, oh man, we're sick of this. We need a drummer. We need our own drummer. We don't want to share. So that's how, I followed Yogi into that gig. And it was weird when I got Luther's gig, I followed him again. But now he was gone. I was like, damn, what the
Divine intervention, man.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it may sound crazy, but that's how spirit works. Mm-hmm. I'm a firm believer in that, man. I got too much experience to say otherwise. Mm-hmm. It's like, how did I get from this little chubby kid from Philadelphia growing up in 46th Street and stuff like that, and between listening to Motown and Philly International stuff,
Yeah.
and
yeah, man. That was the stuff, man.
That was the stuff. You know, it was the magic time to be alive, man.
Oh yeah. Oh man, music. Music is going crazy now. It was right.
And there was no internet,
Yeah.
but there was none of that. But at the same time, there was radio, and there were other people around who were listening to, and you knew what to listen to.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was, again, that amongst friends, that conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
And that conversation that really doesn't exist right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, these kids, they losing it, man. Kids are crazy.
So as a beyond a drummer, beyond a producer, you have your own music school.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that you could say to, let's say, any young person who would happen to run across this podcast,
Oh, so
any things that you've observed, or just some words of wisdom that have been maybe passed down to you.
yeah. So you touched on the first thing I thought about, especially these drummers, the conversation, you know? It's not about you. It's about serving the music. Serve the music. Serve the music. It's not about your ego. It's not about everything you can do. So, again, my students, I tell them, so I got a chart and I got the tempo up there. So it might be 70.
Good.
Okay, so they start speeding. And I said, where you going? I said, you driving the car with your parents? Doesn't it say 45 on the side? You see them go faster than the sign? No. So the car can go 160. How many times you seen your parents drive the car 160? Because they can, that doesn't mean they should.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So that's one of the things I like to drop on these young drummers and all the musicians, So the other one is, respect the elders. The culture, where things come from, it's important to lift those people up because you didn't get here without them.
Basically saying they uplifted you.
That's right.
If you listen to them at any point,
yeah,
they will uplift you.
Oh, yeah.
And then, as our ancestors, if you uplift them
yes, yes.
by how you play and how you respond to any and all situations.
Yes,
like
yes.
Egos, no.
Yeah.
And once you do that, there's one of my favorite sayings: "Your payback is the callback."
I like it. I like it. Yes.
Your payback is the callback.
Yeah. All day. Yeah, man.
That's what groove is about.
Yeah. I love it.
Man, putting I'll say it, putting booties and smiles in the aisles. That's what we do, man. Man, when you're playing and stuff like that, and you see people out there moving,
Yeah.
I'm doing my job.
I've been blessed to the cats before me. Al Foster,
Mm-hmm.
Ndugu, Buddy Williams, Gad. There's so many, that I was young and ran across these guys, and they all really looked out. They always were always positive.
I mean, to say that we are representing our elders.
Yeah.
We're representing the groove ancestors.
Yes. Yeah, man. It's about lifting them up, like you said.
Lifting them up because they lifted you up. They lifted us. Right. So we have to uplift them.
Yes.
And it's a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
And they do have their ways.
Yeah.
Of letting you know. It's like, thank you.
All right, so one of the other things, some of these guys get into this competition. It's like, not a competition. Respect everybody for what they can do, because most times their thing is unique. You can't do everything they can do the same way. So you get 5 drummers, you put the chart in front of them, everybody's going to play it a little different.
Right.
Feel. You know that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So I just try to tell these kids, it's not about a competition. It's about the music. Play the music. Don't overplay the music. Just play what's necessary to support the melody, the rhythms, the harmony.
And Ivan, sometimes with I can I can see it if I'm seeing like a drummer maybe playing a chart that I'm familiar with, and I'll see that they'll get to a point in the tune, and it's like, okay, I know the song is like, okay, I wonder if they're going to play maybe one of their signature licks. That or a lick that they've heard someone play.
Yeah, there's nothing.
But does it, it's like you almost need that, that guardian angel right there. It's like, it's like as you get into it, it's like, no, don't play that lick because that lick doesn't fit. Don't do that.
Yeah, play the groove. Keep it sweet.
Play the groove.
Yeah. We used to say, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. You heard that one?
Absolutely. Or another thing is like if you happen to see, a band and they're playing cover tunes and stuff like that, and you know how that groove, the original groove sounded, and it's like sometimes they're trying to make more of that groove than is necessary. And my point in that is, when you're playing out in front of people, you never know who's listening to you.
Yeah, man.
And you may try and make something more of that, and it's like,
Yeah.
He may not get the gig.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, yeah.
What is the other phrase? Groove? Got a good groove?
Yeah.
Roof over the head.
That's right.
No groove? You may be homeless.
Yeah, yoga used to call it involuntarily fasting. Yeah, yeah, yogi.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah. Yogi was a trip, man. So
Did you get to hang out with him? You got to hang out with him a lot.
yeah, 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 I did. Not nearly as much as I wanted to. So, right after I got Ashford and Simpson, he started calling me. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm leaving town with Luther," and he wanted me to sub a couple gigs. So I would meet him at the gig. We hang out. We talk crap. He light a bone outside. And we would hang, man. So when I heard he died, man, I was crushed. I was like, oh no, what? I just got to, just started. Oh man. Yeah, that hurt me. Big time.
That hurt us.
Yeah.
The groove community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Everybody was crushed. That was ridiculous, man. Unbelievable.
So I want to bring up a person that we both worked with, who's no longer with us. But I'm sure as we're talking about them, their spirit is smiling.
Who?
About our former drum tech,
What? You say that?
Dwight Miller, aka Popcorn.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh my God. So when I got to Luther, he was my tech. We instantly bonded, man. It was magic.
He was a great brother, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know y'all was way tight, man. He
Yeah.
talked about you all the time, man. He used to talk about.
No, he talked about you all the time.
Oh, he talked about you too.
No, he was talking about you, man. I'm telling you, man. And I'd go up to his place up on Hollywood Boulevard and stuff like that. And Ian, God bless him, Zola burst. Man, with them two.
Oh man.
It's great reminiscing. Great reminiscing, man. He is missed.
Yeah, man. Oh man. Yeah. His daughter reaches out to me all the time.
Great. That's great.
Yeah, so she's got a daughter. I don't know if you know, I play the piano, right?
I heard. I knew that.
Yeah, yeah. So I teach, basic theory. I got a couple students. So when she found out Popcorn's granddaughter is in a band or studying theory, so every time she gets stuck with something, they call me up. They send me a chart. It's
Great.
like, yeah, yeah. Can you help us with this? So a couple weeks ago, she just sent something. And I gave her all the stuff and hooked her up.
That's great. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people realize how important
Yeah.
drum techs are.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than just having your stuff ready. It's these other intangibles
Mm-hmm.
that, it's like, they may see you playing and stuff, but it's the things that people don't see
Mm-hmm.
that are really priceless.
Oh yeah.
Priceless. You can't put it, drum tech, man. It's like if they don't do not only what they're expected to do, but above and beyond, and to having that conversation with you, then
Yeah, man.
I can't do, I'm trying to serve the music, but with their help, with their assistance.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So I want to ask you, of the many people that you've played with, was there any artist that you felt it's like I'm trying to get where they're hearing the groove at.
Hmm?
It's like, yeah, I'm kind of getting it, but it's like maybe their response is like, yeah, they're telling me something, but it's like I'm trying to. It's like I'm looking at like with Jennifer Lopez.
Oh.
Was there anything with like Jennifer or Dionne or Gladys that was?
No, everybody was cool, man. A funny story about J-Lo. So, you remember Paulette McWilliams?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so he was my ex-wife. So she got the gig with J-Lo, and I went to the gig to pick her up. Actually, the rehearsal at SR in New York. So I showed up. I felt real bad about this because Steve Wolf,
Mm-hmm.
he was the drummer, but he had all this Garth look, Benny Medina was her manager at the time. So I picked her up, went home, and all of a sudden my phone rings, and it's Benny. Hey, Benny, what's up? He said, listen, J-Lo is not into the look that the drummer has. He was playing the shit out the gig, though. Yeah, Wolf is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I felt horrible. They said, she wants you to do the gig. I was like, really? I said, the guy was good. She said, no, it's about the look. So I had a Kangol, the Timberland boots. I just had that Bronx look. So that's how I ended up on the gig. That was crazy, man. I saw Wolf a couple years later, and I apologized. I said, man, I felt so bad. He said, no, man, it's all good. So he's a good dude, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. He's a badass.
We thank Ivan Hampden for sharing his experiences and journeys. Fascinating. So, this concludes episode number 1. But get ready for episode number 2. You know why. Groove Don't Lie.